we're going to talk about participio passato, which in English is translated as past participle. Past participle. The past participle is a form of a verb, one of the forms of verbs. And it has a particular function. It is used, for instance, this form in English, when you are conjugating a verb in the present perfect. What's the present perfect? Okay, you know what the present is I do. The present perfect is I have done. So, present tense, I do. The present perfect is I have done. Now, done is the past participle of the verb to do. And now that we have the basics, let's go to Italiano and let's start with the three conjugations, listing the three Italian conjugations, and we will see the regular forms of the past participle, how you form the past participle for each one of the conjugations. Let's start with verbs that we are familiar with. Mangiare, which means to eat. Pensare, to think. Parlare, to speak. And andare. Now, we know that the stem never changes, always remains the same. What changes in all the various conjugations, in all the forms, is always the ending. This is the ending for the infinitive. Mangiare means to eat. Now, we are going to change the ending with ato, and this will become mangiato. Pensare, as you will. Also, are will be replaced by ato, and it is pensato. Same operation. Parlare, parlato. One more, and andare becomes andato. Now, since it is used in the same type of construction as I have done, this is the equivalent in English of eaten. I have eaten. So mangiato means eaten. Pensato, to think, and I have thought, not thunk. Parlare, to speak. I speak, I have spoken. Andare, I have gone. So, the past participle is this form of the verb that you use in English for the present perfect, in Italian for the passato prossimo. Okay? So this is the meaning of the participio passato. The rule for are is that the ending for the infinitive are changes to ato. Now, let's take the second conjugation, and the second conjugation is ere. So, let's take vedere, vendere, credere, and Tenere. Tenere means to keep, to hold. The ending ere will change to uto. So vedere, veduto. Vedere means to see, and this one means seen. Vendere. I don't know. I don't need to add uto. Vendere means to sell. Venduto will mean sold. Credere. Creduto. Credere means to believe. Therefore, the meaning is believed. Tenere. Tenere, to hold, to keep. Tenuto, which means held or kept. As in, I have seen, I have sold, I have believed, I have held, or I have kept. So the past participle of ere verbs drops the ending ere and adds the ending uto. Veduto, venduto, creduto, tenuto. Now we are going to the third conjugation. The third conjugation is ire, and we start with partire, capire, finire, udire. Again, we separate the ending, the stem, from the ending. Partire means to depart, to leave. The past participle will replace ire with ito. Therefore, it will be partito. Partito means left, as in I have left. Capire, same thing. Capito, capire means to understand, so understood. I have understood. Finire, finito, and I have what? I have finished. The meaning is finished. Udire, which is a fancy way of saying to hear. Udito, I have heard. So to summarize very quickly, are becomes ato, ere becomes uto, ire becomes ito. Now, there are several exceptions, but we are not going to get into those now. For the time being, the general rule is there. Are verbs, the past participle, replaces are with ato, ere, uto, ire, ito. And as to the function, it is used like in English in the formation, for instance, of the present perfect, which in Italian is called passato prossimo. Okay, so the construction in English is I have and the past participle. And in Italian is very similar because it will be io, ho. Remember, I have io ho, and the equivalent of done is fatto. It uses the past participle. I'm going to stop here, and then we're going to see more about it.